Hello, dear students. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing great. I know you must be taking good care of yourself. We have been waiting for long for this session, and I hope you must have enjoyed your Ganpati. So, today I'm back with Geography, Chapter 5 Major Domains of the Earth, Session 1. So, without wasting any time, let's start the first topic. So, in this chapter, what are we going to learn? We are going to learn four realms of the earth, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere. In hydrosphere it is continents and oceans, then atmosphere and biosphere. Understand interrelationship of the realms, that is domains of the earth. This is what we are going to learn in this chapter. So let's start with introduction. The earth is the only place where life exists because of life sustaining elements like land, water, and air. The surface of the earth is the place where three where the three zones meet and overlap and interact. The lithosphere is the solid portion made up of rocks and soil. The hydrosphere are the large water covered areas such as oceans and rivers, and the atmosphere is the gaseous layering of air around the earth. All these three zones come together to form a biosphere, the circle of life. So let's learn what is lithosphere. The solid portion of the surface of the earth is called the lithosphere. It is made up of rocks from the earth's crust and the thin layer of soil. There are two major divisions of lithosphere, that is continents and ocean basins. The average sea level of the earth is 0 meter, and the height of land is measured in comparison to that 0 sea level. The highest point on land is Mount Everest at 8,848 meters above sea level, and the lowest point is the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean at 11,022 meters. Continents. So, how many continents do we have? We have 7 continents. So, among 7, first we are going to learn about Asia, that is our continent where we reside, where our country is. Okay. So, in Asia, sorry, Asia is the largest continent and covers 1/3 of the land on the earth. Just imagine, Asia is such a big landmass. It lies in the eastern hemisphere and the Tropic of Cancer passes through it. Ural Mountains act as a wall between Europe and Asia, and together the two continents are called Eurasia. Next continent is Africa. It is the second largest continent and the equator cuts through it. So there is heat. The weather is very hot in Africa because the equator passes through it. It is the only continent through which all the major latitudes like the equator, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn passes. The largest desert in the world, the Sahara, and the largest river in the world, the Nile, are both parts of Africa. It looks like a massive island since it is surrounded by sea and oceans on all sides. See, Africa is having so many things that you need to know. That is, it is the only continent which has major latitudes, that is equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn passes through Africa. It is divided by the equator. It also has the largest desert in the world, that is Sahara Desert, and the longest river in the world, that is Nile. It looks like a massive island because it is surrounded by a ocean, by seas and oceans from all the sides. Now the third is Europe. It lies on the east of Asia and is smaller in size. It is surrounded by three sides by water and the Arctic Circle passes through it. Okay, these are the major things what you need to know about Europe. It lies in the east of Asia, means from our we are if we are Asia towards our eastern side. It is smaller in size. It is surrounded by three sides of water and the Arctic Circle passes through it. Then is North America. It is the third largest continent and is linked to South America. It is the third largest continent and is linked to the South America by a thin strip of land called the Isthmus of Panama. The pronunciation is Isthmus of Panama. It is the third largest continent. First was Asia, second is Africa, and third is North America. Okay, it is linked with South America by the thin strip of land called the Isthmus of Panama. It lies completely in the north and western hemisphere. South America. It lies completely in the southern hemisphere and is surrounded by the South Pacific and South Atlantic Oceans. The world's longest mountain range, the Andes, and the largest river in the world, the Amazon, are a part of South America. So, in this continent, it lies in the southern hemisphere. Our Earth is divided into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The South America lies in the southern hemisphere and is surrounded by the South Pacific and South Atlantic Ocean. So, two oceans, South Pacific and South Atlantic Ocean. The world's longest mountain range, the Andes, and the largest river in the world, that is Amazon, are parts of South America. This again we have to remember these two things. The longest mountain range, that is Andes, and the largest river in the world, that is Amazon, are parts of South America. Then another continent is Australia. It is the smallest continent in the world and is surrounded by the water on all sides. It is also called the island of continents because it is smallest as well as it is surrounded by the oceans. So it looks like a continent, but it is a island continent. Okay, next comes that is Antarctica. It is completely in the southern hemisphere and the south pole, and it is in its heart. Where is it located? It's in the south pole and in the heart of the southern hemisphere. It is a polar region and is covered in thick sheets of ice. So there are no permanent human settlements. Definitely when there is only ice. Okay, these polar regions, human settlements are not there permanently. We do have stations where people experiment, our scientists experiments, but they cannot settle there for long time. There cannot be settlements. Many countries have research stations there, such as the Indian stations Maitri and Dakshin Ganga. These are the two stations which I told you we have from our country. But in this station, the scientists do not reside for long time. They have a period where they station there, but they come back. So, permanent residence or settlement is not there in this region, that is Antarctica. This is where we end with the session 1. So I hope you have understood the topics that we have covered in this session. So we will meet in second session where we will discuss with remaining topics. So till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. But read the textbook, underline the hard words, write them in your notebooks 5 times, and read the slides as well as listen to the video so that you have no problem in pronunciations. So see you, bye, have a great time.